Imagine yourself as a gym newbie, new workout gear, water bottle in hand. You show up to the gym 5 days a week. You work out for weeks, months, but every time you look in the mirror, nothing changes. You swear you're doing everything right, but can't seem to understand why you're not seeing any results. That's why today we're going to break down the reasons you're not seeing progress in the gym. The first reason is the most obvious, and it's the main reason why most don't see any results. You're just not training hard enough. You show up to the gym, you try to look cute, you barely break a sweat, and then you call it a day. If you want to change your body, you have to make it change. Challenging reps is the name of the game. You need to train to failure, but most don't know what that feels like. If your reps remain fast, you can take a 30-second break and do the next set without breaking a sweat. The chances are you're not training hard enough. To make your body respond, the last few reps need to be tough. Let's say you're doing a set of 12. Reps 10, 11, and 12 need to be way slower than reps 1, 2, and 3. By the time you're done your set, you should be saying, whoo, that was challenging. Another way you can tell how hard you're working is by using reps in reserve. Training to absolute failure mean you physically cannot do another rep, but most of your exercises, you want at least 1 or 2 reps in reserve. Basically, at the end of your set, you should feel like I could have pushed for 1, maybe 2 more. You also need to be applying progressive overload. For example, let's say week 1, you can do 20 pounds for 10 reps. Week 2, try 20 pounds for 11 or 12 reps. If you can get 12 reps, week 3, you go up to 25 pounds at 10 reps. Repeat. Now you want to be making progress, but you don't want to progress too fast. I remember when I first started working out, it was all about adding weight every single session, no matter what. So basically, I trained like a dum-dum. If you're progressing, but your form looks like absolute trash, drop the ego, work on your technique, and standardize your form before you progress. That way, you prevent an injury. You standardize your form by practicing proper technique and proper range of motion for exercises before progressing them. This is how you're going to build real strength. And don't forget, especially as you get more advanced, part of progressing is using better form and technique, meaning controlling the weight better. Let me ask you something. How much protein did you eat yesterday? What workout split are you doing for your goals? What type of exercises are in your workout? If you can't answer any of those, you're probably guessing, and that's what a lot of new gym dum-dums do. You walk into the gym, you have no plan, you're like, I'll do some bicep curls, I'll probably hop on a machine, or let me do this pulley thing. And then you stand there for a little bit, you think about it, you get embarrassed, and you're like, I guess I'm just gonna go on a cardio machine for the rest of my workout. Living life randomly adds way too much unnecessary stress. You remove guesswork and variables when you can go to the gym, you know exactly what you're doing, you're following a plan, you're tracking your workouts, and then you go home and you know exactly what you're going to eat. You're tracking your foods, you understand how macros work. Having a system allows you to know exactly what changes you need to make when you have to make them. Leaving everything up to guesswork is just like playing Russian roulette with your fitness and nutrition. If you are guessing your entire journey, you're gonna fall back on old habits, and those old habits are what got you into this shape in the first place. Let me be the first to tell you, most of you don't need to work out every day. 3 to 4 days is enough. Stop trying to catch up and rush your progress. Do you know why? Because a mistake that a lot of newbies make is not recovering properly. You go to the gym every day, fantastic, but you ignore recovery. Poor sleep, poor nutrition, you don't fuel your body properly before and after workouts, and poor stress management. What ends up happening is you start out fast and furious, but about a month in, you get burnt out. And that's where you quit because you think Fitness is too hard. Most of the results you're going to get happens outside of the gym. You need to get proper sleep. Not sleeping enough, wrecking your progress. Fuel your workouts properly and manage as much stress as possible. Focus on the things you can control. You'll get better results that way. I wish I can tell you how many people I've talked to that have no idea how to train for their goals. Coming to the gym, picking from your selection of Instagram workouts without basic knowledge about why you're doing certain exercises, exercise order, knowing which exercises work for your body, doing redundant and inefficient exercises is a massive waste of time. This is how you structure an average workout. In the beginning, you start with your compounds, which means the bigger, more difficult movements. After that, you can do your accessories, you can do your isolations. At the end, if you want to add in some core work or some cardio, be my guest. You don't have to do 10 exercises in one session. You don't have to spend 2 hours in the gym trying to hit everything. Remove inefficient exercises, remove junk volume, focus on the biggest bang for your buck exercises so that when you go into the gym, you're not wasting time and you get more results that way. See, now I have no problem with science-based lifters, but here's the real truth. If you're just starting out, you can get fantastic results by following a basic program because real fitness is boring. You don't need the most optimal angle and wrist strap to hit your shoulders 12% more. What you need is a well-structured program with a proper plan of progression, consistency, and patience. Do you feel the right muscles working? Can you make progress with it? Is it safe? Does it fit your body? If the answer is yes, then go for it. You don't need 10 different variations of a bicep curl. Just pick 1 or 2 and train it hard and progress. Like I said, real fitness is boring. Getting good results can be boring, and that's okay. Sometimes we need boring. Life is too crazy. Stop making your fitness crazy as well. 1 week you do push-pull legs. The next week you do CrossFit. The next week you do Zumba. You're not getting the body that you want because you keep switching your workouts. You need to stick to your workout plan for at least 3 to 6 months before you even consider changing anything. Real results come from consistency, not novelty. Now, if you want to change a couple exercises for some weeks, maybe 1 week you're tired of doing goblet squats, you want to switch it up to like a sumo squat or something like that, that's fine. But if you keep switching the type of workouts that you're doing, you're not giving your body time to adapt. You're not giving yourself time to get better at the exercises, improve technique, build real strength. Constant switching leads to mid results and leads to you being frustrated. Making progress in fitness is not magic. It's a system, it's a method. Once you commit to following very simple basic principles, your progress is pretty much guaranteed. The trick is you have to keep yourself in the game. If you're not seeing results, then there's a good chance you are making one of the mistakes that we just talked about. But the good thing is that you can fix them. And remember this, don't quit. Keep yourself in the game. All you gotta do is just adjust and keep going.